Hey everybody, this is Red Specs Gaming, and welcome back to Minecraft Eternal. So I think in today's episode what we're going to do is we're going to just take a break here, and I'm going to show you guys some utility tools that I find really useful in this pack. There's way more than I can even show you in 10 episodes, but these are a couple that I use right now, and definitely something you want to look at. They're super good. I think you'll find them make your life a lot easier. So let's get started. Sit back and relax, and let's go. Okay, so everything has been put away. So everything we had, all the boxes, all exist on the network now. They're all stored back here in my storage room. And you can see it just puts things in random places, so you're never gonna get that different. Like, this doesn't sort, so it could just be any random box. Like, why this one and this one? Is it doing them from the bottom up? I bet it is. So I bet the network is seeing, no, because there's that stuff I put in there. Yeah, and then there's some stuff here. I think I might have put all that in there though. But you can see there's tons of room, and the great thing is as you're putting stuff in there, if you right click on this, you can see the potential empty slots in your network. I want to fix this real quick, so let me get some, this is a great thing, give me some cobble. I'll take some stairs, and I'll take regular cobble. And we're gonna go like this, and just fix this right on up. Gonna seal all of this up here so that it, there we go. This one we'll just put in here, and that's okay. I don't mind being able to see the port there because that's behind the walls technically, right? So we just fix all this up real quick. Nope. There we go. So let's make something new. Another utility, another tool that I highly recommend everyone makes. And that would be, I'll click these back in there real quick. That would be the torch thrower. So, let's go torch. And you'll see I already have one made because I just made it. But this is the recipe for the torch thrower. It is 2 blocks of coal, 2 gold ingots, and any kind of log. And when you do that, it'll pull in here. But obviously I don't have any blocks of coal right now, but I can make blocks of coal. And this is another thing I love about the system, by the way, is no matter what you click, it auto-fills this for you. Like, you don't have to unload what was on there. So right now there's all this coal in there, but if I was to do this, it just unloads it and puts the new stuff in there. It's amazing. So you just basically clicking everything in. But anyways, you get your 2 blocks of coal, you get all of that, and then you get you a torch launcher. And the torch launcher is great. It does have a bar on it, but I think it's something like 2 or 3 stacks of torches worth. However, whenever it starts to get low, just grab your stack of torches, and you notice it autofills itself back up. It took 3 of those out. So, and with this being connected to your network, you can just always get it out of your network. But the thing about the torch launcher that's great is, basically as you're going down through tunnels and things, you can launch torches, and it will, whatever the block is that you're aimed at, it will throw the torch onto that guy. And so you just basically keep moving through, and you can light up tunnels ahead of yourself so that it doesn't, you don't walk into the darkness where the baddies are. You just keep going, and bam, and it's really convenient that way because, you can get everything lit up without having to put yourself at risk in order to do it. So that's the torch launcher, and I definitely recommend you all make one. Okay, next on the agenda, I've done a little bit of renovating here. Gave myself a window this way so I could see out that way. It's just really pretty seeing the water, so I like having the view either way. And I knocked back some of this wall behind these tables. But the next thing I want to do is look at one of the quests in particular. This making a house a home. So to get to that quest, we have to do this quest. So let's do this quest first. And if we click on that, what this is impending darkness. It wants us to make some stone torches and some lanterns. So basically it's like, hey man, you need light. So let's go stone torches. I need more than that apparently. Torch, there we go. These guys here, and they're just basically stone rod and some charcoal. And so to make stone rod, we just pull in some stone like that and you get a stone rod. And then to get the torch, you just add the coal to it, as per usual. Bam, now we have 4 of those. Actually, just keep them on us, because I think that's what you got to do for it to count. And then we want some lanterns, too. So if we do lantern... Let's see. Which lantern did it want us to make? We got to be very specific about that, so let's look. It wants us to make these ones, and these are basically iron nuggets and a torch in the middle. So, that's easy enough. So if we go iron, we've got 1 nugget, but we can take that and break that down into more nuggets. We can close that out. We can go like a dish, and then we can put torch in the middle, like this. That gives us 1. So it wants 4. So let's do it that way. Toss that back up in there. I think we're going to need to make more iron nuggets though for this to work. So let's take out 3 more of these, close this off real quick, get more nuggets, toss those back in there, and then we can do the lantern itself. If I could type lantern, which one of you was the guy? There's a lot of different lanterns in this pack, like all these fairy lights, which we'll probably get into these soon because they make lighting pretty nice in the house. But which guy was it? It wasn't you, no. Where were you? I don't really see it in here. I wonder if it's going by a different name. We typed it wrong, because I don't think it's these, right? No, those are a different lantern. But lantern's not bringing it up, or I can't... wait, right there. That's a gold. That's a lantern. That's the one right there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Put those in. We've completed that. Close that off. Stone torch. Now we should be able to say, hey, that's done. Except 8. That's why. Stone torch was 8 of them. So we need to make a few more of those. Torch. Like that. Stone like that. Let's get some more of these, please. Put those in there. Go like that. Make more. Done. Alright, so that quest is complete. And if we complete it, what do we get? We get some money. Which I've been using money in the game that we're streaming, mostly to buy myself ender eyes to get back to my stuff if I die. It's pretty convenient that way. Also, we'd completed this one, and you get this turtle buddy. Here's the thing about the turtle buddy. He's a landmine. So if you put him down, little turtle buddy, he explodes. Stop acting all surprised. Have you seen how much he looks like a landmine? Yeah, if you put him down and then like click him or step on him, he gonna blow up. So I'm just gonna stick him back in the network. My wife took a chunk of our base out with the turtle buddy. So yeah. And then let's put some lanterns up. That's right. Excuse me. They only go on the ground. That's the thing about the lantern. They have to sit on top of something. But I wonder if we can hang these outside real quick. Let's see. By the door. By doing this. If we put this here and this here, break these out, right? Then put the lantern here and put the lantern here, and then take these out. No, okay, so they have gravity. Interesting. So they're like sand or gravel. They have gravity. I would not have guessed that. Oh, there you go. Still like that. I think that looks better than torches. Torches are great early on, but I'm not a fan of them for like decorative. Unless I'm very specifically doing like an Indiana Jones looking build or something. They're not great for decorative in my opinion. But anyways, toss all that up in there. And now we can do this make a house a home quest. And if we look at that one, it wants us to create a team and claim land. Create a team and claim land around where you want to build. This also protects you from other players griefing if you enable the option. It's not something we care about so much in single player, but we do because we want the reward that comes from it. So if we go here and you look at your team menu, and if you're playing on a server, the first time you log into the server, I think it's going to ask you to do this right away. But all you got to do is create it in here. We have a team. And There's no members to be had. There's none of this stuff needs to be done. That should be done, right? And then you can go in here and manually create your team by hitting that, or saying you've done it by clicking that. In fact, most of these steps you can skip, I think, by clicking them. And so now we've got some more money. We've got a flower terrarium. We've got the peace candle, and this is what I wanted. And we've got soju door. So, that's complete. Now, if we take this guy, what this guy does is this guy stops spawning within a certain area. And it's not a huge area, but it's good enough for a base. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come out here, and we're gonna put this peace candle up. Climb up over this. And we're gonna put the peace candle like right here in the center-ish as much as we can. And what that's gonna do is that's going to cut down spawning from around a certain area around us. You know what I mean? That way we don't get bad guys coming up here and attacking our sheep and night and stuff like that. These keep creepers from blowing up, and the peace candle keeps them from even spawning. So that's why I wanted to do that, and I suggest you guys make that for your own areas. And especially if you're in a team, you can spread them around your area, and that'll keep it nice and calm for you. Alright, so we're gonna make something that I think we definitely need. It's a simple thing, but I would recommend you all make it if your animals are driving you crazy like mine are, and that is known as a sound muffler. And I already have one made, but I'm gonna make a second one because I want to put them in two places. So it starts off by a note block and some wool, basically. And note block's easy enough, it's just planks surrounding redstone. So we take that, chuck that back in the network, and then we add a piece of wool to it, and boom. And now we have a sound muffler. And what this does is this basically deadens sound within an 8-block radius around it. So I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna put them in the pens, right? We come here like this, and we'll probably shut the cows up by chunking this down right there. And you'll notice it gets really quiet. Like, they're still making the noise, but it's pretty quiet. So that keeps the cows quiet. And if we come over here and we chuck one down in here, that will keep the sheep quiet. Alright, these animals are dumb, and I think they're getting themselves drowned here, so let's take this out. And you notice it actually deadens all sound. So your own sounds get deadened too. So it's not just for animals, it's for any sound that you want to, you know, make it stop making all that noise. So there you go. So now the animals can continue to make their noise. I can go downstairs and I don't have to listen to them. So that's the sound muffler. So between episodes, I actually spent some time, as you can see, digging out this entire side of the wall here. We dug all this out. I made a bunch of seared glass. I need to replace this with seared glass. This stuff, I used seared here, but I used clear here, and then I used seared in all these. I like the seared because it's a little tougher. Plus, when you break it, it doesn't shatter. But anyways, we dug all this out, and as I was done, I noticed in my tank there is a creeper. So he's in there, but I want to do something. So what we're gonna do, I got an anvil made here, and we need a name tag. And so to get a name tag, we need an emerald, and I'll show you why, because name tags in this have to be bought as far as I've seen. We get an emerald, and then there's a market that we need to make. And that's where you buy your name tags. And I think it's this guy right here. I think. The Pam's Harvest Craft Market. So, boom. Made one. Let's put that. That cleared a task too, so that's cool. We'll put that guy right over yeah for now. Open that up, and then what you do is you go name tag, and you click it, and then you say plus, and it says, oh, you want to buy a name tag out of the Pam's Market? And you're like, yes, I do, except I used my emerald to build the market. So let me get one more of these out. Close that. Do that again. Yes, give me a name tag, please. So we buy the name tag. We have the name tag. And I don't know. What are we going to call this creeper? How about he's in the tank? How about Tanky? We'll call him Tanky. So, his name is now... where's my cursor? Oh, why is it down here? Should be up here. Oh, wait. We gotta put the name tag on first. I'm dumb. Alright, so, call him Tanky. And now we have a name tag. And now, to be cautious, we're going to get some logs real quick. Log. Wood, maybe? Yeah, that works. Give me 2 spruce real fast. And then give me my carving knife. We got the carving knife. And just to be cautious here, what we're going to do is we're going to put this down right here for the moment. Alright. We're going to get our base first. Boom. And then we're going to go ocelot. Boom. And now what we can do, we can put the name tag here. We're going to go like this. Yo, buddy, come here. Bam, he's now Tanky. Oh, you can't blow up. That's a shame, Tanky. I'm sorry to hear that, bud. But you know what? You live in there now. You live in the tank forever. My little friend Tanky. You're now our walking stir stick. So there you go. So now we should have him in our game from now on. And he'll just forever live in the molten liquid, keeping it nice and stirred for us. Okay. So you might be saying to yourself, Red, why does your game look different? And you would have an astute eye, because as you can see, we've switched shaders. I know in the shader video I talked about going with SEUS Renewed, which the version 1 was pretty good, but I wanted to get the latest because there's some things that they fixed in that, like the ability to, you know, see like the light level overlay and stuff like that, and that is in the version, the E2 version that you can get off of his Patreon. However, there was problems with it. Like doors started to become transparent, some other blocks were becoming transparent, light was bleeding through, like when you were underground you could see light coming through the corners and things, and I was like, okay, so something's not right here. So I asked about it on his Patreon, or actually on his Discord, and I was told basically that SEUS Renewed is not supported anymore ever since he switched to the ray tracing version that he's been working on. So unfortunately, that means that unless you're playing vanilla, you can't really get support for the SEUS Renewed shaders, because right now the ray tracing is pretty much geared towards vanilla. He's going to be working on it for modded later on, but he's kind of geared it towards vanilla. So in the case of playing vanilla, I still recommend SEUS Renewed, or SEUS, the PTGI ones, the ones he's working on for ray tracing. In the meantime, we're going to be running with BSL shaders here on the channel for the rest of this game at least, and it looks pretty good. It's a little more stylistic than SEUS Renewed. You know, his are a bit more realistic looking, like the clouds on this are a bit more cartoony looking and things like that, but otherwise it's pretty good. It's pretty nice. So we'll go with this. I think this will be fine. That said, that's what I'm doing with shaders. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to work on making our shuriken useful. I know I'd mentioned earlier that paper wasn't an option as far as materials went, but since he updated and added in the leveling, the tool leveling, paper is now an option again. So you can use paper, and what paper does, if you look at this guy, let's look at this. If you hold shift, you can see he has 3 modifiers, so we can put up to 3 modifiers on him. But if you added one of the blades on this and made it paper, it would add 2 more modifiers. Except it was brought to my attention that prosperity shards also give you the writable. It's called the writable effect. And if you compare a prosperity shard, its attack is 0.06, which seems like garbage. But when you compare it against paper, its attack is 0.03. It's double, I guess, so we might as well go with prosperity shards. So what I have done is I took the knife blade cast, put that there, put the prosperity shards there, and pulled out one of those. And so now we're going to do the rest. We're actually going to use refined iron, is what I've decided to do. So if we put the knife blade there, and this is that refined iron that showed up, I think it came from melting those chests down that we'd made, the iron chests. So we're going to pour off 3 blades of this real quick, and the reason we're going with that, I want to show you the difference here. If you look at iron itself, which is here, its attack is 2/6, right? But then if you go to refined iron, which is, let's see, I think it's on the next page, there, his attack is 619. So it's just way better. Way better. It also has obsidian level mining, so we could have done that. So we're going to do 2 more of these real fast. 1 second. There we go. So now we should have 3 blades of these. And we're going to start by repairing this. So we need sharpening kit, which we have 3 of. So let's repair this to full real fast. Put this guy on here, make sure he's fully repaired. Doesn't even need a repair. Okay, that's good. So now what we can do is we can say, hey, we're going to trade out your blades, right? That's going to give me a 496 because the prosperity brings it down no matter what. But it's going to give me 5 modifiers, which is important for what we're doing here. So we go ahead and now we have refined iron, prosperity shard shuriken. Take that out. Now the next step is I want to make this unbreakable, because the way the Tinker's melee weapons work is it's kind of like that's your ammo, is the bar, the how many hit points the tool has, and so it goes down really fast with the shuriken. So the shuriken made unbreakable though is amazing and both kind of OP almost. So hey Tanky, how you doing, buddy? You keeping things good in there? So let's look in here, see if we have any brass. We have 1 ingot's worth of brass, which we can bring back over, because we're going to need 5 brass plates. So let me bring that back over here real quick. And then we're going to probably need to make some more brass. So let's go ahead and get some aluminum out of here. Doesn't look like we have any. Huh. What about copper? We've got copper. Plenty of copper. So let's do that, and then we probably need to find some aluminum, so let me go find some aluminum and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Got me some aluminum, threw it in here, mixed it with the copper that we had here. So that gives us 7 ingots of brass now. And what you're going to do is you're just going to take this off and just straight, make sure your brass is at the bottom, which it is. You're just going to straight pour it onto a table, because all you need is a blank cast. And in fact, any of these casts will work for this, but I'm just going to do 5 quick blanks and get that. Thankfully it dries quick. That gives me 4. Let's go 1 more for 5. There we go. And then we're going to come over here and we're going to, on this table, we're going to get some obsidian out, right? And then we're going to go around here like this. And we're going to pull out these reinforcements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And the reason we're doing that is, like I said, if you look at this guy and you look at him, he's got 5 modifiers on him right now. And that's because we added one of those writable blades to him. But we take that, we put that here in your tool forge, and you add reinforcements. And so the first time you do it, you get a reinforced tool, which basically gives it 20% chance not to use durability. Okay, add it again. Now we are at 40% chance not to use durability. 60, 80, and 100% chance not to use durability, which makes it unbreakable. So that makes this a shuriken now that you can use forever and never run out of ammo, which makes this kind of an OP weapon. So I just hit the night vision now. Oh, look at the way the demon gates look at this shader. That's crazy. So now we can just go to town shooting things. Watch this. I'm just gonna hold it and just tear it up. That's right. You stay away. This is my area. What you got? Oh crap! You got a creeper. That's what they've got. Ow! Ah! Look at the mess you made. So still watch out for creepers. But that said, and he was just far enough away too that it didn't get caught by the thing, by the totem. See, look how OP this is. It's my favorite weapon by far of all Tinkers. Wow, this thing has got a lot of hit points. Holy crap. You go away, zombie. Oop, I heard you. I see you. So we gotta watch for things sneaking up on us. But this is a great, between this and the torch thrower, going through caves becomes a lot easier, because you can just kill everything. You throw a torch down, you see what's down there, and you shoot it full of holes. Wow, that thing has got a lot of hit points. I mean, a whole lot of hit points. We'll just not get near them. How about that? Oh, my buffalo. My buffalo are gone. You bastards. This is what I was talking about. They steal your animals. I'm gonna have to make more buffalo, guys. Look at this ghost. Go away, ghost. Probably opened up a gate, and they pull them through those gates, and then they're stuck on the other side. So yeah, that's the unbreakable shuriken, and it's one of my favorites. Whatever kind of ranged weapon you prefer through Tinkers, that's the way to make it unbreakable, and then you don't have to worry about ammo ever again. So I was out here lighting all this up last night because I want to shut down all the spawning that happens out here at night. And while I was doing that, I noticed that we have a sea dragon that must have jumped over that seawall there and got caught. And so this is a perfect chance for me to kill my first sea dragon. So using my unbreakable shuriken, we're going to kill us a sea dragon. And we got an advancement. Let's go see what he dropped, shall we? Alright. What do we get? Sea Serpent Scales. Sea Serpent Fang. And we completed a quest. So I think what I'm going to do with this, by the way, is I'm going to fill this up with water. We're gonna, because this will be a mess to try and clean up, or we might do something else with it. But yeah, let's see what we got for that quest, shall we? Is that bosses, maybe? Kill 1 sea serpent, collect rewards 2. So we got some money, and we get famine. Oh, famine is nice. I got this on stream. We will talk about famine when we start talking about food. But actually, I can show you what famine is right now. So famine is a knife that when you hold it in your hand, it starts draining your food off. You get the hunger effect. So you see I'm hungry, and it starts draining your food off, which is really important because in this pack, you can get health by eating food, basically. The more food you eat, the more health you get, the more kinds of food you eat. So you get to a point where you're like, I just really want to drain my food off so I can eat more food so I can get more health. Well, famine is a great reward for that because it'll help drain your food off just by holding it. So that's famine. Alright, so I think that's a good stopping point for today. So what did we look at? We made us a torch thrower. We made us unbreakable shuriken. Shoot those at the camera. And we found us famine, which will come in super handy when we get into the whole food and kitchen system, which we'll go over in a later episode. We made some muffler blocks to quiet things down up top. We caught our good friend Tanky here, who will live with us from now on. How you doing, Tanky? And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. We'll be back again shortly with another episode before too long here, I'm sure. Do me a favor, if you like that episode, hit the like button for me, please. And if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button. And I'm not sure, I think YouTube's weird, you have to ring the bell down there to get notifications, but do all the things if you care and you want to see when I drop a new episode. Until next time, though, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye now.